Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy II. So, in my quest to get everything, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure I got everything that we can get so far, so let's take a look. It's been a while, it feels like it's been a long time since I've fought these things. But, yeah, most of these things should be pretty easy. Like, if you're playing along, you probably have a lot of these. So there shouldn't be anything, I think, for the most part, too missable. I'll point out the couple that you might miss if you aren't trying to kill stuff. If you aren't going out of your way too much, I guess. Most of these guys I encountered pretty easily and regularly. Now, this guy, you do want to go to the desert around Palamecia, and you'll fight Scissor Jaws. Yeah, I haven't noticed anything too bad. Pretty sure Pirates, Buccaneer, Bighorn, Wildhorn, Poison Toad, Gigantoad. These guys I had the hardest time coming across. They were available in the desert around Palamecia before we got Ultima, and they're available at like the bottom of Cave of Mysidia and I think the bottom of Deist Cavern. So if I just never encountered it regularly, so what I did is I went to the bottom of the Cave of Mysidia and fought it there. It took a while. It took a little bit of time, but I got it. That's like the only thing I can think of that gave me any real trouble when it came to that. Pit Fiend around Mysidia, just fight stuff around Mysidia, you'll encounter it. Same thing as Salamanders, they were around there. Same thing as Hecdies, those guys were around Mysidia, though I think you can fight them in Jade Passage as well. Sandworms, same thing as those Scissor Jaws in the desert around Palamecia after we get Ultima. And yeah, everything else I think we've seen before. Emperor, Imperial Shadow, Mantis King, a little uncommon when I was around Mysidia, but not super duper hard. Oh, and yeah, Goblin Prince I fought in the Arcane Labyrinth. I don't think I ever fought them regularly. I don't even know where you can. And yeah, that's basically it. Now we're just getting into things that we've seen before. Behemoth, King Behemoth, White Dragon, Green Dragon, Blue Dragon, Red Dragon, and we're back at the start. So that's all that you should have. Unless there's something I'm missing, I'll double check. But I'm going to see if I can't get we're gonna finish the Arcane Labyrinth up because I haven't done it yet. Okay, cool. Well, I'm just gonna do my best to just get through this fast. No, I don't want any of that. Get out of here. I'm also gonna do probably what I did the first time I showed the software. I just don't care about encounters, editing them out, because it can be editing out all these encounters just annoying. Did something happen? It's not letting me use my controller. I mean, it didn't freeze. Unhook my controller, plug it back in. Alright, hold on. I don't know what's going on. Can we to file, save state. I'm gonna close this, and yeah, I'll be back real quick. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy II. So, alright. No idea what happened to the previous recording when I recorded for like a good 30 minutes. I went through the Arcane Labyrinth and all that, and for some reason, when I hit to stop that little bit of the recording, it just, OBS just crashed. So, yeah, you guys probably won't see me fight this thing. I mean, it's a lot like the dragons that we've already fought. So, you know, but still, it's like, that would have been cool. And I did fight, at the end, I saw that I didn't actually do all of the Arcane Sanctuaries. I did the southern one and this one, but this one wasn't lit. So I did that one and fought another boss, but that one's a bit of a spoiler, so I'm not going to show off that one just yet. So let's enter the door and see what happens. This is the first time I've ever done this, so your guess is as good as mine. I have literally no idea how any of this works, what's going to happen at the end. I mean, I have an idea. There's one reason why I'm doing this on screen, but yeah. Okay, the previous recording saved like 5-ish minutes of what I did, which was me, thankfully, just showing off the bestiary that I did fill out, but unfortunately did not show off all of this Arcane Sanctuary stuff. And to be fair, honestly, the Arcane Sanctuary is I would say worse than the optional dungeons in Final Fantasy 1. They're so boring that nothing really happens in them. There's no new enemies at this point. It's all pretty blah. But hey, this is interesting and cool, so this is actually new. Please turn back. Alrighty. And here we go. This is the super boss of Final Fantasy, of this version of Final Fantasy 2. So, let's start buffing up. I'm sure we'll be good. The main three, we'll see how Leon does. I don't know how many attacks he has. I don't know the magic he has. I don't have... We'll see. Yeah, that didn't deal any damage. Haven't gotten Berserk up yet. This is a good chance to see if Berserk, you know, stacks or not. I have no idea which version this is. To my knowledge, this guy has HP. His strength is kind of determined on how many words you know, and I don't know how many words I have, so I don't know where that really lands me on his strength. Like, I can't say I'm fighting the strongest version of him like I was able to say with, like, Chronodia. You know, Chronodia, I was able to fight the strongest version of it, but this guy, no. That might hurt, we'll see. Yeah, that one kind of hurt. Hurt enough, I guess, to cast Cure. I'm just happy to fight him. You know, this is the first time I've ever fought this guy. We'll see what we get at the end of this. No godly idea. I'm just excited to be doing this. I'm always excited to take on super bosses in Final Fantasy games, even though so far he's been pretty easy. I would say the super bosses in Final Fantasy 1 were harder than this, you know. Omega. I mean, Omega and Chronodia actually, like, had me on the ropes a couple times, from what I remember. Shinryu wasn't too bad, but there is another super boss that we can fight, though he won't happen until post-game stuff. So, don't worry, I'm sure there'll be hopefully a harder super boss. And there we go, we killed him. We killed the super boss. This super boss, pretty easy. I mostly just wanted to fight him because of, I think he's in the bestiary, the bestiary. There we go. Remarkable. Oh, cool. Angenis. So, can anybody equip this? Yeah. Unfortunately, this is after Ricard left the group, because that is Ricard's best weapon in the game. So, yeah, there we go. And I guess that's it. Alright, I'm not walking out of here again, though. And that's it, right? Let's teleport out. I can't. Well, let's just walk out, see what happens. Oh no. Alright. Time to take the long way out. Oh yeah, well, let's take a look. There he is. Just one. Don't see his stats or anything, because like I said, his stats are dependent on which version you get to fight, but hey. And I'm glad that they didn't put in literally every version that you can fight, like they did Chronodia in Final Fantasy 1. Because it makes filling out the bestiary way easier. So, yeah, there we go. Not too bad. I should look into how to get the other words and stuff. There we go. So what happens if we leave and then come back? And they are unlit again, so you have to go through all three again and light it again. They go down there, fight them, and then you can hopefully get an ultimate weapon for a character you actually have. So yeah, awesome. Too bad it's for a character we don't have anymore. But yeah, that seems like a pretty good place to end. Overall, it's just really short, unfortunately. This video is going to be a lot shorter than I hoped it would be because of OBS being stupid there. So, whatever. At least I showed off the super boss. But yeah, hopefully OBS won't crash when I go to end this. So yeah. What I'm gonna do is just meet you guys back at the end of Jade Passage next time. So then we'll get into the final dungeon and maybe beat the game. So yeah, until next time, guys. See ya.